Well, it is time to say goodbye to our Randy Shaver. Tomorrow will be his last day here at KARE 11, and somehow, even though he's been here for 41 years, we're still not ready. We will miss his steady presence and professionalism on air, and his friendship and wisdom behind the scenes. Randy, simply put, is the gold standard. Here's a look back at his extraordinary career.
After months of negotiations and meetings,
It's hard to imagine tuning into KARE 11 and not seeing this face.
Twins. Let's talk about twins. Let me talk about the twins.
Since 1983, Randy Shaver has been a fixture on our nightly newscasts. His hard work and commitment to excellence
They've never had a home
helped build the KARE brand.
He's a cornerstone of the foundation of the place. He really is.
For Paul Majors, another KARE cornerstone, there are two things about Randy that really stand out.
Quarter inch, Randy?
Yeah, just a quarter inch, Vaughn.
His hairline
He had more hair follicles per square inch than like a sea otter.
and his work ethic.
Randy's work ethic in my career was unparalleled. I used to call him James Brown. I used to say, here's James Brown, the hardest working man in sports. And that's Randy. He's just unparalleled work ethic.
I've chosen to use
When Randy is in, he is all in.
One of the most interesting stories here.
Whether he's covering hot rod racing
Nervous? Me?
or pro wrestling. But his true passion was prep football.
I love high school football. It's just that simple. I love everything about it.
That love was obvious by the amount of work he put in. Every fall for 40 years, Randy basically lived at KARE 11, calling coaches, coordinating photographers, and furiously typing up scripts with just one finger.
7-6 Roseville.
That was always a big part that made it successful. He would watch film and say, oh, that kid is a great player. He knew the name and how many yards they had and the performances that he had the last Friday night.
It's more than a highlight show.
That is what made his weekly Friday night show, The Prep Sports Extra, the best in the business.
Here's your host, Randy Shaver.
A fact acknowledged by his esteemed colleague and competition, WCCO's longtime sports director, Mark Rosen.
You could feel the passion he had for it, and it certainly came across to the viewers. He said he owned that. I mean, he really did.
For high schoolers who competed in any sport, being named one of Randy's Athletes of the Week was a badge of honor. He had the privilege of following one of them all the way to the Hall of Fame.
Well played, Bauer!
Randy loved covering athletes at the top of their game, but he poured just as much heart into those just starting out. Take, for example, this story on young wrestlers that won him a national Murrow.
Take it easy on your brother.
Warm up too, Dad.
I know, but it doesn't mean you got to kill him.
Now, though, Randy is the sports director here at KARE 11.
In 1994, KARE promoted Randy to sports director, a job he loved. But he could be a tough boss, according to one of his first hires, Eric Perkins.
Randy has a gruff exterior.
Handwrite it, give it to me right now.
But ultimately, he really wanted us to thrive back there. And that goes to a person in that sports office. He cared deeply about us. He invited me to his house for Thanksgiving dinner. Like, I was here a week.
So we'll see.
For Randy, it was and is always about the team. Well, it is the beginning of a new era here at KARE 11, something I learned firsthand when he became my co-anchor in 2012. It has been a privilege to stand next to him as we celebrated some of the best moments in our community.
Pure Minnesota coal.
And to rely on his steadiness and insight as we navigated some of the worst. In 2021, Randy was inducted into the Minnesota Broadcasters Hall of Fame, an honor well-deserved, according to fellow Hall of Famer Boyd Huppert.
He demands excellence, and that's what you want in your coworkers. High expectations, and there's nobody with higher expectations than Randy.
Many viewers will remember Randy holding himself to impossibly high standards after being diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's disease in 1998. Despite a brutal treatment regimen, he rarely missed a day of work, sometimes to the dismay of his wife, Roseanne.
Well, good evening, everybody.
He worked, having lost his hair.
15th annual All
I said, well, why? And he said, I want others to know that they can get through this. They can get through this. Son of a gun if he didn't.
But 20 years later, he would have to do it again when he was diagnosed with prostate cancer. And once again, he went public with his incredibly personal battle to help others.
If there's anything that comes out of my situation that's positive, is I hope that there's men out there that say, you know what, geez, I need to go get my physical. I need to be more proactive for me.
Beyond raising awareness on air, Randy and Roseanne have worked tirelessly to raise money for cancer research through their nonprofit, the Randy Shaver Cancer Research and Community Fund. To date, they have raised nearly $14 million. That work will continue, even after Randy's retirement from CARE. For Randy's family here at CARE, and for so many of you who have welcomed him into your homes night after night, this is going to be tough.
I have a hard time imagining CARE 11 without Randy. He's just been such a fixture here.
His will be big shoes to fill.
He's just part of CARE 11. He is CARE 11, so it's a big thing, you know. It'll be a big deal.
But for Randy's actual family, it's about time.
I'm looking forward to him spending time with our grandchildren, watching them grow. I'm looking forward to spending more time with him. I haven't been able to do that much in 40 years. And I'm really looking forward to seeing him slow down, relax, enjoy life. But I'll sure miss watching him on TV.
Good job.
And we're going to miss having you here on TV.
Hard to believe that this is our final 10 o'clock show together.
I don't like to think about it, to be honest with you. Even doing that story, it doesn't seem real. And then tonight when you said, well, here we go, I was like, here we go. We do have tomorrow at 6 where Randy is going to share some of his thoughts.
He's going to just juggle other things, right?
Bella, you okay?
I'm fine.
You know what?
I'm
Come
fine.
here. This is our last show together because you're not here tomorrow.
I love you, sweetheart. I love you too, Randy. 31 years, man. You telling me what to do every day? Gosh, I tell you.
Somebody needed to.
Yeah, I know.
We all went to dinner tonight just to
Oh, I
give
know, it was so
Randy
nice.
a chance to listen to the two of us.
Oh, what a treat that was, by the way.
So there's that.
Like I haven't gotten enough of that over the last few decades.
But in all sincerity, you truly are the gold standard, Randy. Every story that you report, every time I've been on air with you, I have felt totally comfortable and confident because you're such a pro and such a good man, and I just appreciate all that I've learned standing next to you.
Well, I appreciate
thank
that
you.
very much. It's been my honor to be here.
Who is going to say, bundle up, Buttercup?
Belle,
Me.
I'm gifting that line to you, Belle, this winter.
Bundle up, Buttercup.
Bundle up, Buttercup.
Well, I do have a really favorite thing of yours to come out of this, because obviously we do need to switch gears, because I've got the
I know. Let's talk about it.
Let's cue the loons, people. Cue the loons.